what's up? This is Brendon Urie, and let me put you onto my city, Las Vegas, in Nevada, good old USA. I identify this place as home because that's where my roots are. I was born in St. George, Utah, but my family moved to Vegas when I was 2 years old. And my mom says that as soon as we got into our Vegas home, her first memory of me in Vegas was me pulling pots and pans out of the cupboards and grabbing wooden spoons and playing drums. I was like 2.5 years old. And that means a lot to me. You know, it's definitely holds way too many memories to not be a home for me. Okay, my restaurant when you go to Vegas, it's a dope spot, and it's mostly a hangover cure, okay? It's called Hash House A Go-Go. Now, this place has pancakes that are, oh man, I don't even know, like 18 inches in diameter, and they're huge. They're just massive. You can get any kind, banana, whatever you want. But my favorite thing to get there is called the Hair of the Dog, and it's a tall can of beer in a brown bag with a plate of bacon. And there's nothing that soaks up the alcohol better than like some greasy bacon and another beer. So it's just kind of the best, man. Alright. The one spot you need to hit, man, you know what's crazy is I don't know if in the last year it's still there, but there was a place called Beauty Bar that we used to sneak into. I didn't want to pay the cover fee as a local, so we would just kind of go around the back. I was definitely old enough at the time, so that it wasn't illegal. But yeah, we would just walk in and kind of sit in the back and just pour endless amounts of whiskey. But it was really chill because it wasn't too like bro-y, it wasn't too one thing or that thing. It was like pretty open to a lot of different walks of life, and it was like near the strip, so you got to see so many interesting people walk in there, man. Especially like later at night. It's a good dive. One thing you should know about the people from Las Vegas is they don't always go to the strip. So if you're going to the strip, know that that's mostly tourists. But we do like to pop down for a show once in a while. We'll go check out a Blue Man Group. We'll go check out a Celine residency, you know what I mean? But for the most part, like we're hitting all the little spots outside of the strip. So if you want to know, you talk to a local, you'll get all the little fun spots outside. Weirdly enough, the song that reminds me of Las Vegas is a Sinatra song about Chicago called My Town. But I always replace it with Vegas instead of saying Chicago. Las Vegas, toddling town. Because basically what he's talking about, it describes all those people for me. Toddling town, warm smiles of drunk people walking up and down the strip. But you know, there's like normal suburban life too. So he's describing all that stuff. But there's something about it, that town, that can't escape it. I tried to run away from it at 17 and was only pulled back of my own accord, my own volition at like 20. So yeah, dude, I love it.
Chicago, that toddling town.
The environmental sounds of my city. I'm trying to think of like my childhood. It was kids yelling in the neighborhood. You know, late at night, you would guess whether it was a firework or a gun pop. And then during the day, it was mostly just traffic. You know, you would hear cars like crazy. And Vegas is really big with souping up cars. So like all my friends did the thing where they pre-run their truck. They lift it up, you know, to go froden. That's a thing, you guys. If you don't know about froden, look it up. I lived 5 minutes from the strip. If you got in a car and drove down to it, it was literally 5 minutes from my house. So if it got loud enough, you could hear all the commotion. You could hear the light beaming off the Luxor. Like, that was so bright, man. I would see it from my bedroom window. You could see it from the backyard. Yeah, it was definitely a lot of cars. Oh, best memory of Las Vegas was probably after I returned back to Vegas. My friend Pete from Fall Out Boy, name drop. I'll pick that one back up. There we go. He invited me to a party. Blink had their drummer had to leave or something, so Blink-182 asked us to come in and play a couple songs with them. So we came in and did an acoustic set with them while we were, working on our second album. And then we decided to proceed to party afterwards, and we went into the Palms bowling suite and we proceeded to just rage. And I think there's photos and video evidence now of me throwing a bowling ball and Pete throwing one and breaking a light in there. We demolished that room, and I was very sorry about it. So the assistant of the Maloofs who owned the Palms Casino, I'm so sorry, Gavin, and you guys, I'm so sorry. They came over and he was like, oh man, and I totally felt so bad once he saw it. I was like, dude, I will pay. Just send me the bill. I will pay for this. I am so sorry. We were just having way too much fun, getting way too lit, way too crazy. And then he was like, no, man, it's all good. It's all good. Didn't make us pay for it. So gentlemanly. That's why I'm still an ass. This is Brendon Urie, and I just put you on my city, Vegas.